Alrighty, we are now just 11 days away from Star Wars Celebration, which is going to be the time and place of the official debut of the teaser trailer of Episode 9 by J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are really interested in when it comes to this movie is, of course, the various pieces of Jedi and Sith lore that will be used to move some of the characters like Rey and Kylo Ren forward in this story, as well as explaining some of the other sequel trilogy characters like Supreme Leader Snoke, and a whole lot more in this movie. Now, what's really intriguing about all of this is that this all has to do with the character of Snoke and Supreme Leader Snoke's master. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Kylo Ren, the Knights of Ren, during their travels to the Dark Spire, and the reveal of Snoke's master's true identity in Episode 9. Specifically, it's described that a description of Kylo and his Knights of Ren inside of the Dark Spire, which is a location that dates back thousands of years before the events of the Galactic Empire. The next goes over Kylo and his Knights of Ren coming across a statue that is said to be a sculpture of an ancient Sith who was once Snoke's master at one point in time. It's described that this figure is known as Nile Ren. However, it's described that the back of the statue has ancient text written into it, and that it reveals the character's true identity, where Nile Ren is also described as Ston Krytu, which is said to be his given name from birth, where Nile Ren was his Sith given name by thousands of years ago before the events of the prequels. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this and as to why I'm very intrigued about this character in particular. Now, we heard about him for, I would say, about a month, give or take now. This character, Nile Ren, it's a large statue that is based within the Dark Spire. In case you guys are tuning in just right now, learning about the Dark Spire, it's this big castle that's going to be used in Star Wars Episode 9 that both Kylo Ren and his Knights of Ren travel to within the second act of the movie to go on a specific quest/mission in order to find out more about the Beyond and learn, of course, more about the ancient ways of the Force. So you can already see that J.J. Abrams is really trying to tap into the Force, Jedi, and Sith elements in a significant way in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, this character, Nile Ren, is the actual Sith name of the true identity of Ston Krytu. Now, I'm not quite sure if Ston Krytu is an actual, name that has a lot of meaning to it and behind, the scenes when it comes to, Star Wars Episode 9 and whatnot. But we do know that Disney and Lucasfilm are planning on introducing a lot of new Sith Lords, either in the Star Wars films or even in other forms of canon like the books, the novels, the comics, you name it. And that's another thing that I really do like about, these movies so far, is that, if you look at, Star Wars Episode 9 and Solo: A Star Wars Story, by the way, there are a lot of little tidbits here and there that really do date back before the events of the sequels and even the originals as well. And what I like about, this movie in particular is that J.J. Abrams is really trying his very best in order to tap into Legends material. Now, in case you guys did not know, this character Nile Ren, also known as Ston Krytu now, is actually based off of a popular Legends character within the expanded universe. So it really does make one wonder, is this character going to look like Darth Nihilus or somebody around those lines? Or maybe he's going to look like Darth Sion in Star Wars Episode 9 when we get to see this statue within the Dark Spire. So what I like about JJ so far, guys, and like I say, I do have faith in him as of right now, because we do know that this movie, there are a lot of risks going into it. There are a lot of stakes for Disney and Lucasfilm here. I'm sure that they know the stakes about, what's going to happen with the Star Wars franchise if Episode 9 does not meet expectations, and if it does not actually, satisfy a majority of the Star Wars fans around the world. So they really do have to play their cards right in this movie in order to really get things pretty much on, on the tee here, in order to really get people interested in. So the other thing that I do want to go over is how this character was once Snoke's master. Now, we're not quite sure exactly when he was Snoke's master, other than we do know that Supreme Leader Snoke is close to 1,000 years old, as Andy Serkis has told us before in the past. So this new character, Nile Ren / Ston Krytu, the statue of this character, he was alive at one point in time, and in case you guys did not know, we went over this not too long ago, that this character actually traveled to the beyond at one point in time and never returned. So it really does raise a ton of questions as to exactly what happened to this character. Did he actually die in the beyond, or did he ever return, for all we know? You know, that's a big question open on the table for discussion. So I cannot wait till April 12th, because we're going to be learning a whole lot more about this film. We're going to be seeing the teaser trailer, we're going to be getting that title reveal finally, as well as the official synopsis of this movie that's going to give us a better understanding of exactly where this film is going to go, and where the characters of Kylo Ren and Rey are going to go in this story, and exactly, you know, what the overall plot of the movie is really going to be centered on. We do know that the MacGuffin in this film, by the way, which is a plot device that moves the characters forward, is going to be very controversial, and is going to change, you know, rapidly from start to finish of this movie. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.